Well, hello again, everyone, and welcome to our latest webcast that we're bringing you from Travel Weekly. And I'm delighted to be joined this morning by two very well-known gentlemen in travel. It is, of course, Si Morris Green and Andy Freeth from Classic Collection. Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Morning, Luce. How are you?
Yeah, really, really good. And thrilled that you're here to talk to us today about lots of things going on at both Classic Collection and Classic Packages. But I'm not going to steal your thunder. Why don't you take us through some of the developments that you want to tell agents about today?
Crikey, it's hard to know where to start. First of all, thank you, Lucy, for chatting to us, taking time out of your very busy schedule in the run up to Christmas. It's feeling very Christmassy here. We've got our Christmas gathering today in our office, which we're all very
Why
excited.
aren't you wearing Christmas jumpers then, boys?
Oh, that's
Well,
later. That's later. We can't peak too early. We've got a long day. Yeah, it's a long day ahead
Okay, fair enough.
of fun and frolics. And of course, we're actually really excited today. Before we even talk about things that are coming up, we've had a bit of an awards week. We should have brought them in actually. We've missed a trick there. We've there've been lots of conferences this week, as you well know, and there's an Advantage Travel Centre's big lunch and the TTNG conference. Which we've been at both, and we're delighted at both. We picked awards.
yeah, amazing. Three awards in total: best tour operator, best trade sales teams, and best luxury operator. So we're over the moon. So thank you to agents for voting for us, and thanks for your support on them.
That is really good news. Well done. Yes, you're going to need a trophy cabinet. That would be a good thing. Have it behind you when you're next on camera, you see. Nice chance to show off.
We missed a trick. We literally should have brought it in, but anyway, they're pride and place in the lounge for colleagues here that have obviously all participated in the reason that we got voted for. So, but
you've
no,
you've obviously done something right, but you're guessing you're not going to rest on your laurels and you're going to do some more developments then.
We absolutely are.
Yeah, I think what's quite interesting and it's all of the time, and this it's not just us. Lots of businesses do this, but you can't just sit back and say, right, we're booking holidays and travel agents booking holidays with us, and let's just keep doing the same. I feel like we have to keep trying to rethink, keep up with trends, keep up with what the consumer demands are, and make sure that we constantly look at our product offering, where we're selling, how we're selling it, what additional perks we're adding to the packages to make that sort of added value for both the customer and to give the travel agents things to talk about. So, yeah, we're really excited. I think with both brands, having a fantastic year, we've got going into peaks some really exciting developments around our sort of perks and our offering, and also how we sort of market and differentiate. Because Classic Collection being 35 years old this year, that's 35 years of being trusted by the trade to look after their customers. But yeah, we're gonna segment things slightly differently so we can talk from a marketing perspective and a product offering around different segments that we offer to just show that kind of slight different edge. We're not a commoditized product. We've got lots of additional perks, and we've got a wide range of differentiated products that needs to be segmented in quite a funky way, which I'll probably let Si talk about because he's the master behind this.
You're going to steal my thunder.
No. I thought I'll drum roll and I'll tee you up as well.
Exactly.
I think the one thing we've seen this year is customers want experiential holidays. They want something different. The bucket list stuff. They want to do pack more into their holidays. So we're splitting our portfolio into a number of different areas. One being inspirational journeys, which is all about our touring, all about the great experiences like train, Orient Express, train journeys, all of that kind of experiential. We then have our boutique category, Boutique by Classic Collection, which is all about our boutique hotels, 22 room hotels, our boutique cruising down in Croatia with our 18 cabin ships, real boutique product. And then we've got Select, which we're seeing more least around the kind of people want private jets, private yacht charters, and that creme de la creme product. So that's our Select category, my Classic Collection. This is more and more what we're experiencing from travel agents and finding more demand for. And then the other thing that we've really done really well over the years, but we've not really shouted about it, is our multi-centre creation. So more and more people, say for instance, want to do Greek island hopping or want to do Italy, Venice and Rome, or Venice and Sorrento. So we're introducing a new mini brand called Multi-Centre Creations, which gives customers the choice of actually personalised itineraries, but actually doing more than one just fly and flop. It's all about experiencing a number of different destinations.
So let me get. So is everything going into those 4 categories that you've just identified, or is there
there's one more.
There's
Oh,
one
there's
more.
one. Oh, I'm sorry, I jumped the jumped the gun. One more. Go on.
We've got Villa Life as well. So Villa Life, we're seeing a lot more demand for villas. So
Yeah.
private villas. We also have villas within hotel resorts. So customers that want that, that privacy and that kind of holiday where they can actually be at one on their own, but within a bigger complex. So actually, villas such as in the Canary Islands, as part of like the bigger resorts, but actually have the privacy of their own pool in their own space.
Okay, and that's interesting. You said it's customer demand, or it's so you've looked at trends, I guess, in your booking so far, and this is what's come out of it. That these are the 5 growth areas for you that you feel need a more focus than rather being wrapped up in just classic collection. Then
that's right.
Yeah, and travel agent. Look, as a predominantly B2B, and I've been saying this for 20 odd years now in different roles I've been in, we really do need to listen to what travel agents say they want from us. And there are some travel partners that have got their own tour ops that can do the simple sort of what I would class as fly and flop. I'm not even sure if that term's used anymore. The simple jump on a plane, go somewhere, and we still do that, and we'll add all the perks with that. We'll add fast track, we'll add lounges, we'll make sure there's a private transfer, luggage included, all those different things that you would expect on a traditional package. But this is about doing things that are a little bit more quirky, a little bit more funky. Some of the fantastic product that we've got down in Croatia, some of the Nile cruises that are selling really well. As I said, some of those multi-centres. It's just making sure that the stuff that's a bit more complicated for retailers to do, they can come to us and know that their customers going to be well looked after, that it's going to be seamless, and that the concierge service that we offer when customers are in resort, and all the wraparound of being on a real classic experience where, and I don't want to steal the thunder, but customers can expect more from us, which is going to be sort of a bit of a lead-in sort of marketing piece that we've got coming in Jan. So, but it's listening to the trade, really. It's them saying, look, we really like that you do that stuff, but we really like it if you did this, and then being able to give them, the marketing digital assets to be able to share. And some of the stuff that where we've been testing the water on some of these itineraries, the reach that we get on social with travel agent partners sharing it, because it's a little bit different, it's a little bit quirky. It's not your normal just 7 nights in Mallorca, which is great, and there's lots of that we'll continue to sell. But it's giving our travel agent partners the assets to be able to create noise socially, create demand, and engage with our customers on more interesting itineraries.
Okay, so let's just go into that then. I mean, 2 things, like as how you present it, will it be in separate brochures, or how's that going to work? And then move on to the kind of marketing of it in when you say
so we'll have separate brochures for these. So traditionally at Classic Collection we've been Summer Sun, Portugal, Canaries brochures. Now we're moving into more lifestyle brochures. So moving into that inspirational journey, so its own collection, boutique and collection and so forth. So new brochures categorized on websites. It's pretty much all the marketing.
Can I just ask you a question? Do you think that's going to be confusing, given there's another brand that does something similar called Incredible Journeys?
No, I think it's inspirational. I think I don't think it's conflicting with anyone in the market. Incredible, everyone's got a different brand. We're all about train journeys. We're all about the experiential. That's a good point you make, but I think we're the way we're positioning, the way it will look and feel is completely different to any competitor out there.
I don't think the word journeys is particularly what's the word, exclusive to anybody.
No, not at all.
No. Or
Fair
holiday.
enough.
We use the word holiday still.
Yes, we can. It's just that it sounded quite similar, and I mean, we're talking about making it easier for agents and making sure it's clear, and the differentiation stuff.
They're all by Classic Collection as well. So inspiration is by Classic Collection.
Okay, so all these are having new brochures, and when will we see these new brochures?
We're in production at the moment, so we'll be early next year. So multi-centre creations will be out for January, and each title will be following on from that. So they're in production at the moment. You'll start seeing the tags coming to our website very soon. So we're working on that behind the scenes as we speak. So we start talking about what we're famous for at Classic Collection, and that's the key bit. It's all driven by agent demand and by customer demand. And I think what you'll see is a different kind of reach that we're going for here, as well as our traditional agent.
But it's not, just to be clear, Lucy, it's not about, these aren't sub-brands. It's really just a way of of selecting the products and putting them into groupings. Like historically, you might have family adventure. It's just a tag, so we can market them separately. So we can have product focus from our product team. We have marketing focus. We can have specific campaigns with the partners. Partners in these destinations that really want to be able to lift their product out. So it's more of a marketing and proposition. And again,
and you said you were going to support agents so they could promote it for you on social media and stuff. So you'll be able to do that.
It's already happening. We have quite a large Facebook group of agents that we've been putting out the multi-center itineraries on, and the share on those has been off the scale versus we're seeing a massive difference in that kind of inspirational differentiated products, because it's something different that people can talk about and reach out to their audiences.
And presumably all of these more experiential holidays are higher value, which is, I guess, I don't know if your average selling price, you're seeing that going up at all, but all this select stuff, and I mean that must be good news for agents if that's where the demand is.
Yeah, we've seen year on year. I mean, our year ended in end of September, so we're a couple of months into the new year. The average booking values at the moment are probably about 10% ahead of where they were at this time last year, and that's a mix of some of the prices going up and some of the sort of mix of products that we're selling. But I don't think that's outside of the norm. As we know, the cost of everything is going up, so that's not a surprise at all that the average booking values are slightly nudging ahead. But yeah, this will and should elevate our average booking values further.
And we've been doing it for years. This isn't new products. This is
it's just
telling people that
we want to do more of it. Yeah, that's the point. And just have that. It's that focus from a product marketing sales linked to those. And you can then have a specific multi-center campaign as opposed to destinations. It's about lifting the product out as opposed to the destination.
Highlighting it.
And so when you say we'd like to do more of it, could we see more subset? You don't want to call them sub-brands,
maybe.
But could we see more coming?
Yeah, maybe. We're quite happy with the sort of way, when we've looked at everything that we're doing, everything kind of fits into those. It's only if we do other things, and launch other products, which, at the moment we've got to head that, we're a couple of weeks away really from breaking to go and eat lots of Christmas food, and then hopefully come back to a smashing peaks. So
let's talk about peaks then. Will this form part of the sort of the basis of your peaks push then? What are we coming?
Absolutely. So our peaks campaign is going to be called Expect More. It's time to expect more. So customers that go on a classic collection holiday should expect, first of all, the lounge access. So to get the holiday off in style, free drinks, snacks, and VIP lounges. Also fast track when they get to the airport. So included on all holidays booked from January. So that whole experiential piece starts when they get to the airport. And on high value bookings over 35,000, we're also including door-to-door transfers as well. So in the UK, which is the first time Classic Collections done this. So private transfers from your door to the airport on high value bookings. And we can actually, agents can purchase that as well on any booking as of January. We're also for the travel agent. That's for the customers. So that's massive for us. Massive perks for the customer. For our agents, up to £1,200 on the black card, which is we launched last year, if you remember. It's a cash card, gone down very well. 3,000 travel agents using it now. So up to £1,200 on that.
Interestingly, they're using it on the shopping, aren't they?
Yeah, shopping. We did some stats. They're shopping. It's
like on their weekly shop, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh wow! Well, that's gone up. So I guess it's really helpful. So
we thought they'd spend it on fun stuff. But yeah,
it is fun stuff, isn't it? Supermarket shopping. I don't find it
that much fun, but yeah.
But yeah,
that's really interesting.
And we're also giving away 10 holidays as well. And one of those top prizes is a week in Sri Lanka. So with massive opportunities.
How do they win the holidays? Is it all based on how many bookings they do? Is it in like a booking incentive?
It's a draw. So every booking equals one entry into the draw, and every Friday we'll be drawing from the pot. So anybody who's made a booking will be drawn. So when there's opportunities, the more bookings you make, the more opportunities you have to win the holidays.
Brilliant. That's amazing. Oh, sorry. That's bad.
What's happened?
That was my phone went off, and that's the first time that's ever happened in a webcast. And
it was me calling you to say, come on.
I know, don't worry. It's fine. Okay, so that sounds brilliant. But that's basically focusing on Classic Collection. What are you doing for Classic Packages?
Oh, exciting news. You hear it here first. So, due to the demand on the black card for Classic Collection, we're now introducing it from January for Classic Package.
Yay.
Yay. You heard it here first. Up to £100 incentives on the black card. Again, cash-free, tax-free cash to spend anywhere they want. We've also got Take Me to Turkey campaign, which is basically as we launch with you folks around our CPH Fest going to be in Turkey in March. We're giving 10 agents a chance to join us each week. We'll be drawing out agents to come on Take Me to Turkey. And we're also going to give away 10 holidays as well at Classic Package. The campaign for the customers it's all about you. So it's about freedom, flexibility, choice for the customer. But actually, it's going to be price driven. We know it's more commoditized market, commoditized product. But actually, with the flexibility of using over 18 airlines, 30 airports around the UK. So it's really about the customer. It's all about you. That's the campaign tagline.
I love that. That's really good. And so it's the first time that for Classic Packages, though, that black card people will be delighted about that.
And the good thing is, if people have already got a black card, they can use it with incentives on both brands. So they won't need to get a new black card.
Yeah. And do you find it's the same agents that work across packages and collection, or do you have different?
There's a bit of a crossover, but there's very different markets with different agents. Some agents would only book Classic Collection. Some agents only book Classic Package. And there's a bit of crossover, but it's not massive.
Okay. So just while I've got you here to talk about sort of trends and things you're seeing, looking ahead into 2024. I mean, obviously you've talked about some of the trends you're seeing, and that's why you're changing your sort of you're packaging your product differently. But what is it looking buoyant? Are you confident about next year? I mean, often I would say to you, what destinations are selling well, or what trends are you seeing? But you're obviously looking at it slightly differently now. But what are you seeing, Andy?
Yeah, like I say, you're absolutely right by saying we've kind of almost touched on that really, because we're seeing that people want to do more exciting, fun things, particularly with us. I mean, I'm sure that, as we know, because it's been well reported, the big tour ups are all having a fantastic time. There's growth and there's lots of capacity, but this is all about that kind of just that differentiation. We as a business, 35 years on, from our early days selling La Gomera, in the Canaries, we're now selling so much more, and travel agents are trusting us with those more complicated and more complex itineraries. And it's the things that other people aren't necessarily offering in the same way that we are. So it's about differentiation. So yeah, we're seeing people that want to go on a cruise on a small yacht around Croatia. Those are selling.
But presumably the agent has to suggest these things. It's not, I don't suppose many people come in going, oh, I'd love to go on a small yacht around Croatia. They don't really necessarily know that that's available. So it's for the agent, I guess, to understand the breadth of your product, what you have to offer, and what you're doing will help that, I guess.
I think media is playing a big part of this, the TV programs.
Yeah.
All of the suggested, there's Jana Lumley out there, you've got all these people highlighting these fantastic countries, and then that's sparking the imagination of the consumer. What we're seeing is actually we're sparking that in our media, and that's where we put something out there and someone's like, oh, that's brilliant, that's the Mamma Mia itinerary, be off us and scupper us, and then that's sparking stuff. So I think it's really the customers are demanding different itineraries, the customers are demanding different holidays, and it's been in that space to ensure that we can cater for that and make sure that we deliver on it. And that's the one thing that agents love us for, because we actually nail it and deliver the holiday.
Well, and that's probably why you're winning awards. But what about next year on the short haul side of things? And there's obviously so much capacity being added into the market, by the big three, I guess. But does that concern you? We've had lots of agents saying they are, a little bit worried, and in saying there could be a price war, and that will affect everybody, won't it? So what are your thoughts on the short haul market?
I think the more options there are for customers. Look, I'm not going to comment on the capacity and the decisions that are made around the boardroom tables to put so many seats on. For us, because we've got that sort of flexibility in Classic Package to book all those different airlines that I've talked about and all the different airports, more capacity is helpful for us. It just gives us access to more flying access to get our customers out to resorts with the multitude of airlines that are available. So I don't see that as being a challenge. And if there is a price war, that the consumer wins in that ultimately. And so I think there's.
Oh, they do. Yeah, I know, but we're a trade magazine. We need you to do well. I mean,
yeah, no, I don't think that massively affects. I don't think under or over capacity makes a material difference.
Okay.
On our
So won't,
business.
you're not worried it's not going to.
It's not something. It's not a big conversation that we have.
Yeah, and our consumers are very different. If you look at our average booking value, possibly to that market, the rooms that our customers are booking are more suites and more higher end. So
and then they want all the stuff that you put around it as well, like your perks that you're talking about. So I guess
that's right, and that's what's driven that kind of. That's what's driven us to do that, because our customers are expecting more. Oh, you see what I did there?
I love that.
It's all about you.
Get him a t-shirt so he can walk around with it on. It's like he's going to live and breathe that slogan. And then in the long haul market, obviously there's been concerns that there still isn't quite all the flight capacity back. It's expensive. So again, is that a concern, or are you kind of confident for next year?
No, for us, we're a relatively small player in the long haul space. In the market, you couldn't. You've got BA Holidays, Emirates Holidays, huge big beasts, and there's millions of seats. We've carved out a small little piece of that. We're doing particularly well in the Indian Ocean, particularly well in Mauritius, particularly well in Dubai and some of the Caribbean islands. So look, whatever goes on in that space, again, we don't need that many seats to fulfill our ambitions and our goals for next year. So there's plenty for us.
So why is it that you do so well and you win these awards? Is it because of the extras and the perks and the giving you more, or is it to do with the service you offer to travel agents? Because obviously you're a trade friendly brand, aren't you? So what do you think it is that makes you successful?
I think the last one that you just touched on, which is the service. We double down on service, and Si and his customer experience team that pre-travel, after booking, before the customers arrive, when the customers are in resort. The guys have just been on a conference where he took the entire customer experience team away for a few days in the sunshine. They called it a conference.
Just to make it coming.
He called it a conference, but it's colleagues getting away from their desks to actually sit and think, how can we best serve customers? From so the end customer and travel agents being our customer, and just some fantastic things come out of that, the way that we serve customers. And I think it's that.
And anything you want to share with us about how you're going to change that element of the business, not just
so
the product
side? We've got our concierge proposition. So we've been running our classic concierge now for over a year. That's not new, but the new piece for us is scaling up what we're doing well. So our conversations with travel agents and their customers via WhatsApp, for instance, not a new thing in the market, but we know customers on holiday, they don't want to be on the phone, they don't want to be, they want touch service at the touch of their mobile. So we're having good conversations about people's holidays. We're loving it. We want this excursion. We want to recommendations of restaurants. So in that way, we're winning in the way that we can recommend stuff via WhatsApp, via the service that we give after booking. For travel agents, it's placing their customers in the hands of someone that they trust. I think that's been a big thing for us over the last 35 years. Trust us to get the right experience for customers. If it doesn't quite go right, we fix it immediately. If it goes perfect, we do more surprise and delight. And I think that's where the customer experience comes into its own. I think the other question that you say is about why we're winning them is that relationships, the guys that I have on the road are absolutely incrable.
How many have you got in your sales team now?
In the sales team, in the trade support team and the sales team, it's 14. So quite a large team for both brands. But I think when you ask them, it's more about friends. We call them friends of classic. I know it's a joke, FOCs you call them, but it's all about relationships and actually serving up. The marketing that we do, serving up classic collection TV so they can get to their customers in different ways. It's all about the social aspects. It's all about everything that we do is to support a travel agent to get their customers, to actually grow their businesses. And I think that's what's been pivotal to us, is the success that we've had with the awards, is like best trade sales team. We listen and we act upon what the customers are telling us, both from an agent.
That's a good one to win. That's a lovely one to win.
Yeah, I think the other thing that really helps is we create lots of opportunities to socialize in events, and I think being relatively small in terms of booking volumes and scale, we can offer that service. It can be more.
Can you remind us the size of your business, Andy? Sorry to interrupt, but can you remind? You keep saying we're relatively small, but can you just remind us where you're at?
We'll we'll do somewhere. Look, I'll put a range because I've got to be quite vague. We'll do between 8 and 10,000 bookings in Classic Collection. Significantly more in Classic Package with a sort of lower average booking value. But that gives us the ability to be able to service those customers really well, and it's more of a personal service than if you're taking millions of customers away. It's hard to be personal with millions, but when you're on a scale that we are, you can contact. We contact every single customer when they're away, when they arrive. We're there. We can pick up the phone to any travel agent that calls with a travel agent with a customer challenge or issue that needs to be overcome. We can deal with it immediately because because of our size. I think that's our little niche and our little place that we sit in, is that, and even if we double in size, we can still offer that because it's still we're still going to be.
And is that your plan, to double in size? I mean, is that ultimately the goal, to do
We're
more?
very
I mean, what do you think you'll do by the end of 24? Like, is that?
No, I think we need to be realistic that probably over the next 3 or 4 years we should be able to double in size. I don't think it's going to happen overnight, and we've got to be famous for certain things. And I think we've found in our new 5 sort of pillars that there's an area there that we can be famous for in Classic Collection. Classic Package, I think, is more price driven, but that flexibility and choice should help us win there. And getting more agent partners actually on the platform and using it as an alternative to some of the mainstream opportunities. There's actually referred to in the Times Classic Packages this week. A Times reporter in the travel section had called Premier Travel, I think. We're not quite sure how we ended up in the Times, but the reporter referred to Classic Packages as a little bit of a trade secret, because I think what I love about Classic Packages and why I think it's got the opportunity to win is that, if a consumer walks in to book any range of big consumer brands, the next time the travel agent might go, well, I went to travel agent for that big consumer brand, I can just go to that big consumer brand. Whereas they can't come to Classic Packages. So it is a little bit, and as the Times report said, it's a bit of a trade secret, and we just need more travel partners using Classic Packages almost as their kind of secret source of, because a customer can't go on Classic Packages and book it.
So it gives them,
it's almost a bit of a USP that, well, I've got this system here. Oh, what's that? Well, you can't use it, customer. I don't want to say it that way, but it gives that flexibility of, almost every airline, so almost every short-haul destination, with that massive flexibility.
So the goal then is to get more agents to be aware of that and to have it in their armory that they can use that.
Just to give it a go. Don't go to the one that's obvious because it's got an airport, because of their size and scale. Just use us to see, because you might be able to get a very similar price, if not better, and actually you may even be able to earn a bit more commission in doing so. So we're working on a sort of peaks campaign. We haven't quite landed on the name of it, but I do think that the more travel agents that can go on and have a look, see the choice, see the wide.
So this is another Pete's campaign as well as your other one.
Well, it's dynamic. Do not give it away. You nearly gave it away.
I know, I'm getting it. He's nearly tempted, isn't he?
Yeah, we're not there. But look, it's about I just believe that there's such a wide range of products. There's over 5,000 hotels. They're all at a really good price point. The seats that are available, particularly in some of the regional airports, where we're seeing growth out of the regional airports. We're seeing the reason that we're sort of doing our conference out in Turkey is we've got an amazing group deal with Sun Express, which is a fantastic airline, really good products. Some of the guys went on it last week, and we're all going to experience it in March. Our business in Turkey with Sun Express is going through the roof. So we just need more agents to go, right, I'm going to give that a go, and we're hopefully going to give them more reasons to do that in January, February.
Oh, you're such a tease, Andy. But anyway.
Well, it'll be a nice headline in Jan. We've got to save some things to talk about in peaks.
I know.
Like every operator, we want to try and hit the headlines while everyone's thinking of booking holidays in peaks.
Exactly. Well, maybe you'll be in the Times again. Who knows? But for now, you're going to be in Travel Weekly. I mean, you'll have to just settle for Travel Weekly.
We'll take that. We love Travel Weekly.
I think it's a much bigger publication than the Times. Who even reads it?
You're not wrong.
Probably read by more people that you want to try and target.
Exactly.
So there you go.
Exactly.
It's all relative.
It's
All
all
right.
about
Well,
you.
listen, I'm thrilled that you came on to talk to us. So much going on, actually. I was not expecting quite so much. I mean, I'm doing a lot of interviews at the minute about Peaks campaign, but you've got a lot of changes that, you know, to support everything you're doing in the Peaks, which should be really exciting. So we wish you all the best with it. We have a good time tonight at your party.
Oh yes.
And yeah, I guess I have to
more.
wish you happy Christmas now. I might not see. I'll see you at the
It
Globes.
seems early to be doing that these days.
Yeah, let's not do that yet. But I'll see you at the Globes, of course. That's not far
we
off.
can't wait.
Can't wait for that.
I know. So we'll look.
Vote
Best of
for
luck with it all.
votes close tomorrow, so vote for Classic Collection up for 4 awards.
Oh, we say tomorrow. We don't know when this is actually going to go out.
Oh,
So today is Thursday. If you get this after Thursday, we hope you voted for us.
Yeah.
And have a wonderful Christmas.
You've now pressured me into getting this out today. That's what's happened then. My poor web editor's not going to be very happy when I say this has got to be turned around immediately.
We owe them a Christmas drink.
Yeah, all right. Well, listen, it'd be lovely. I'd love to do that. I wish you all the best. Thank you for talking to us today.
Thanks.
Thank you.